How to start small and make your goals happen. Big goals and big dreams all start with one small step. A step in the right direction doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be powerful. It doesn't have to be impressive. It just has to be a step. Whoever wants to reach a distant goal must take small steps. So below. In reality, the smaller the step, the bigger the chance of success. How is that possible? If you try to get yourself to do something really tough or time-consuming, what are the chances it will actually get done? The truth is, if it's not life or death, you'll most likely never get to it. It will always get pushed aside for something smaller or an emergency that pops up. There's always tomorrow. But what if you give yourself a small step to accomplish today, a tiny task, a 1-minute goal, or even a single breath? Could you get yourself to do just that one little thing? The answer is yes. If you can do it right now, instantly, and with minimal effort, then it will get done. It will be one step in the right direction, and that can change everything. What's big about small step? A small step is what the Japanese call kaizen. This is the Sino-Japanese word for improvement. It means taking small steps. The Kaizen process was developed by WW2 by American management theorists to help rebuild Japanese factories. They used the Kaizen approach to rebuild their economy and grow companies like Toyota and Honda from humble competitors into global automotive giants. The psychology behind why small steps work. When we create and start with small steps, whether it's focusing on a specific goal, increasing our performance in our jobs, or improving the quality of our relationships, it gives us less friction to get the job done. This is super important for the brain because in this way, we bypass the fear center where the amygdala exists. The amygdala is our fight, flight, or freeze center. When we become overwhelmed, stressed out, or distracted, the amygdala becomes activated and stops us in our tracks from taking action towards what we want. Do you feel like something is holding you back from moving towards your goals? That's the amygdala being activated. When we have a new goal, we want to greenlight the brain to go for it without hesitation. We want our brain to think and start small and to operate from a principle of small steps, so the fear center never gets activated, and then we can take immediate action. Weight loss is a perfect example of why starting with small steps works so much better than taking big steps immediately. Imagine a man who wants to lose 100 pounds. When he looks at the challenge in his mind's eye, he sees the big goal. I've got to lose 100 pounds, and he's paralyzed. It's too big for his mind to imagine without extreme difficulty. The amygdala fires up, fear takes over, and he freezes. To his mind, it feels like he's trying to lose all 100 pounds at once. If we first ask this same person to stand up and walk to the front door and back, he could do that. Ask him to imagine how he could feel 10 pounds lighter for 30 seconds. He can do that because his fear center doesn't shut him down. He's not being asked to do anything that his mind doesn't think he can accomplish now. The next day, we start by asking him to walk down to his car and back, then to the mailbox 100 yards from his car, then to the store a quarter mile away. The momentum builds each day, and before you know it, he's working a few miles per day. The key here is that each step seems reasonable and completely doable at the moment, and so the brain gives it a green light. Before you know it, and with minimal resistance from the mind, he could be working 7 miles a day, and the 100 extra pounds are gone. I've seen clients lose much more than 100 pounds with nothing more than the idea of small steps. It's all about creating new habits by starting with small steps and building momentum from each simple step. 1% better. A great way to think about small steps is the 100 better principle. Focus each day on just getting 1% better or 1% closer to your goal. Here are some things that you can do. Go 1 extra minute on the treadmill, do 1 extra push-up, walk up the stairs instead of taking the elevator, make that 1 extra sales call, ask 1 extra question at work, do 1 extra email, write 1 extra sentence, meditate an extra 30 seconds. The key to success is to be present by focusing more on the process and less on the goal. 3 keys to starting small for big results. Now that you know the benefits of starting small and how it can help you achieve success, here are 3 key things to get you started. 1. Create micro steps. Get micro by breaking down your goal into the smallest possible steps. Not just small steps, micro steps. To break your steps into the smallest units possible. Try to make each step an action you can perform with minimal effort and resistance right now. This will allow the momentum to start moving you towards your goal immediately. You can know that it's micro when you can say to yourself, I can do way more than that, or that's way too easy. The easier the better for the first step. In fact, making the goal extremely easy may even invite your mind to want to do more. Once you've established momentum with micro steps and add it to your schedule before or after an already established habit, you will have a much great chance of success. For example, while your daily coffee is brewing in the morning, take 30 seconds to perform your goal activity, like meditating, writing, push-ups, etc. When starting any new goal, the real task is to create momentum. When I educate my clients on the power of meditation, I often suggest they start with only a minute a day. They look at me like I'm crazy. They say, only a minute? That's too easy. I can do more than that. This bypasses their fear center and gets them onto the task at hand. It also makes them feel like they are ready for more. They actually want to meditate longer. Now, their brain is telling them to do more of the activity instead of being afraid of it. As in the previous weight loss example, if you have 100 lbs to lose, don't think about the 100 pounds. Think about the first steps. Start with 5 minutes on the treadmill or a 5-minute walk, then at 1 minute each day. Have 1 extra glass of water that day. Drink half of a soda instead of the whole thing. Take baby steps and start small. Make each day an easy victory, and you will reward yourself emotionally. It's a combination of doing something positive and doing less of something negative for your goal. If your goal is to learn to meditate, try the 30-second micro-step method. Day 1, meditate for 30 seconds. Day 2, meditate for 1 minute. Day 3, meditate for 1 and 30 seconds. Day 4, meditate for 2 minutes. While reading this example, you may be thinking, this is way too easy. That's exactly what you should be thinking.